Let's go back to the vault now. This is Gina Basile, who is 14 years of age, out of Livingston, New Jersey, and Whippany, New Jersey.
And think of this, she's 4'9", and she's got to go over a horse that's just about 4 feet high. She's got 9 inches. She can barely see over the top of the horse when she runs. Good speed. Full twisting Sukahara, big vault.
Gordon, the men will work out in weights to help their strength. What do the women do?
Well, yeah, the men play with weights. Well, we'll get to it right after this. Full twisting Sukahara again. She does it with an open tuck, it's called. And even though her feet are somewhat hooked, the tuck position is not a deduction. The feet would be. The women use their body for resistance. They don't work with weights, at least not as a general practice.
Let's go back to the beam now. This is Lori Evans, who's 13 years old, out of Killeen, Texas, now lives and trains in the hometown of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Round off, layout back summy to a catch, almost a disaster. She managed to suck it back in. Little pirouette. Now getting set up for her move down the balance beam. Boy, the beam has really escalated in difficulty in the years that we've been watching it. It used to be that an aerial cartwheel, I remember when Kathy Rigby left one out of her routine in Munich in '72 in the Olympic Games. Now an aerial cartwheel is rarely used. It isn't difficult enough. Not particularly steady. Having a myriad of small problems, nothing major. Remember, she has a 2-minute minimum time limit. Now she's getting set for a dismount. Another double full twister. And she's glad it's behind her.
Lori Evans, 13, out of Scottsdale, Arizona. She'd like to be a psychologist. Well, she's got a good start, Gordon. She's on the National Honor Society and the Spanish Honor Society.
Oh, how nice. Congratulations to her. All right, let's take another look. This is the dismount. Double full twister. Her feet get kind of crossed up. Not unusual.
Lori Evans and her score on the balance beam, 8.80. Let's pick up our leader now after 3 rotations. Joyce Wilburn, 14 years of age, currently in first place, but pressure from Kelly Garrison.
Boy, this is a tough place to be. Kelly working floor, and this young lady having to work the beam. Seems like Kelly has an enormous advantage right now. She has really got to maintain this sea of confusion.
Do you think, Gordon, that she snuck a peek? Do you think she's aware of the fact that Kelly slipped off the beam?
I'm sure she is. If she didn't see it, someone told her.
So that kind of opens the door.
Yeah. It may have relaxed her, in fact.
But you don't want to get too relaxed.
We can go to sleep tonight thanking our lucky stars that it's not a men's event, I tell you that. Now, you don't know what she had in mind there, whether she really intended to kick to the handstand or whether she, in her planning, wanted to keep it nice and low. Good swing up to the handstand there.
Gordon, with a bit of a lead, and if you're aware your competitor fell off the beam, do you play it conservative at all in your routine?
Absolutely not. If you change anything, you open the floodgates to disaster. She's got to do what she practiced. Front somersault. Oh, she's got plenty of difficulty in this exercise. It's not smooth as silk. It's not a world championship level routine, but boy, it's a very commercial routine right now. And she has gotten away with a real fine job. Now
that's our leader. Look at the blue team from the East rush out to congratulate her, Joyce Wilburn, out of Passaic, New Jersey. Now let's quickly go to the floor exercise in the second spot, Kelly Garrison.
Well, Kelly Garrison has her work cut out for her. Joyce didn't give it to her. If Kelly wins it, she's got to win it on her own. Watch this now, a pike double back for a mount. And also, in addition to watching the tumbling, watch the way Kelly moves. There's something in her exercise that only maturity can give you. Watch the sureness and the grace with which she moves and dances and runs. Everything she does just tells you, I am experienced. I know where I am. Another tuck back somersault, just as solid as can be. You can take those moves to the bank. But she really moves well, gracefully, elegantly, but surely. I really get a joy out of watching her.
Now, Kelly Gordon knows she's behind. She's tied for second. She knows that Joyce Wilburn is over on the beam. So would Kelly try to put a little extra oomph into her performance?
No, not at all. I think Kelly is going to do the routine she practiced to the music she practiced. She doesn't want to change anything at all. She just hopes she doesn't make any mistakes. This is her work. It's like a singer going out and trying to change the words of a song. It wouldn't work. But she does have an elegance to her presentation. Now getting set up for dismount. Well, that's an exercise that's absence of major mistakes. Really a beautiful job.
Kelly Garrison, 18 years of age, out of Altus, Oklahoma. She'll be a freshman at the University.
A minute and 10 and a minute 30 seconds. Acrobatic tumbling elements of very high difficulty level. Gymnastic elements.